Hey, Coach Collin Castellaw here with ShotMechanics Basketball, and I'm here today with Anthony Tolliver of the Sacramento Kings. And we noticed something about your shot that we think can help you out, and that's that you need to load your hips a little bit earlier. So I'm going to let Anthony take it away.
Yeah, so when you're going into your shot, you definitely, a lot of times whenever you're younger or you're not as experienced in basketball, you just kind of find whatever works and you make a couple shots and you start doing that. Sometimes that's in a bad position. So whenever you're going into your shot, get the maximum amount of spring, to get the maximum amount of power you can out of your shot, you got to be able to load your hips and load your lower body. All right, so in order to do that, you can't be straight up and down. Like if you go here and you try to shoot like that, it's real stiff, there's no flow to it, it's just really hard to be consistent like that. So, when you come into your shot, you got to be able to load your hips, get your butt back. I think that's a big key. So a lot of people say get your butt down, but if you get your butt down, you can still have, your body straight up. But if you get your butt out, that forces you to load here. So you want to be able to, all your power is from here to here. All the power you can get to your shots from here to here. So, in order to be able to be a consistent three-point shooter, be a consistent deep threat, you're going to have to load up. I use Steph Curry as an example a lot because he's the best shooter in the world right now. So, you don't ever see him shooting a shot whenever his body's straight up and down. It's always loaded up into his shot. And so, make sure that every single shot you get into, make sure you load your hips, load your legs, and go straight into your shot.
For sure. And like Anthony was talking about, it's all that power comes from your hips, and it's super important. Think about things like if you're hitting a baseball, right, all the power comes from your hips. If you're throwing a punch, all the power comes from your hips. And basketball is the exact same way, right? And so he made a great point. If you sit your butt backwards, it's going to bring your chest forwards, and that's what we want. What a lot of players think is they want to be straight up and down, right? As they're getting ready to shoot, they get this chest kind of flat towards the basket. But that's not really what we want because it doesn't get our hips involved as much. Just like he was talking about, if we can rotate forward just a little bit, chest faces a little bit more towards the ground, that's going to load your hips and your glutes and make more spring available to you. So for this one, we're going to do kind of the same thing that we've done in the past, but we're going to do shooting reactionary style. So Anthony's going to be at the free throw line. He's going to face the hoop just that direction. And passer is going to be behind, and they're either going to drop the ball off to the left or to the right. Now, the whole key that I want you to focus on here is you're going to load your hips as early as you possibly can, right? So if I drop the ball to Anthony to the left, he's not going to catch straight up and down. You'll notice he's going to fire and load directly into it. So the whole key here as the ball comes out is you want to make sure that you're not boom, straight up and down on the catch, because then you have to load and you have to regather that momentum. You want to use the momentum of your jump, right? So as the ball comes out, he's boom, loading early, shot goes up. Get you a couple reps here. Good. Nice. Good spring. Notice that spring's nice and early. Getting ready to react. Love it. That's all right. That's all right. Same thing, same thing. Loading them up early, springing them up. Good. Perfect. Good soft touch. Good soft touch. One more. So again, if you're by yourself, you don't have a passer, you can just drop it off to yourself. It takes the reactionary element out of it, but it's still pretty good. Again, sitting your hips low, getting ready to fire.